some points of the match moving into this one. We've got a cool video for you as Damwon Kia prepare to take on Nongshim. Nongshim, not a lot on their shoulders as far as pressure, and maybe that will help them be a bit more charged up, because I think when the predictions are this one-sided, it does take a lot off the shoulders of the challenger. As Damwon Kia, you saw it was a tumultuous season.
It certainly was. You know, the beginning of the season, we had role swaps because the bot duo was really struggling, and you could see that Nongshim, Master of Comebacks is what they are called here. They have really surprised people this season. After their somewhat lackluster finish in spring, people didn't expect high things from them. They were actually looking at more towards maybe Sandbox is going to do better. How is Afrika going to improve? But it turns out that Dukdom was really coming to his own. Gory was exactly what this team needed. And for that reason, they ended up getting to a top spot here in the LCK. They are second seed going into the semifinal. And what's really scary for Nongshim, I think, going into this series is how they played the Afrika series so predictably. And going into draft, I think that is something that Damwon Kia is going to have a huge edge. And as you can see also historically speaking, in Nongshim's very short history, they're 9-4, the victors.
Yeah, Damwon Kia certainly having it, but recently it has been 2-1s in favor of Nongshim every time. So, based on this season's matchups, certainly a little bit more of a chance here, but Damwon Kia truly ramping towards the latter portion of this season. And we've had a lot of our other teams falling down. Of course, Gen.G were able to topple Nongshim Red Force in the final regular season match of summer. And that's maybe part of the reason why some people have gone off the Nongshim hype train, despite the fact that they did manage to take down Afrika pretty convincingly in the end.
The strength of Damwon Kia has always been its team fighting and its late game fights and synergy that you could see in these crazy moments. The one that we had, Captain Flowers breaking down even right before the stream, right, where you see Damwon end up clutching that Baron while putting the pressure on macro-wise. These are the kind of plays that Damwon Kia makes better than most teams in the world right now, and that's what's so terrifying about them. The two strong players on the side of Nongshim Red Force to really focus on right now are Peanut and Dukdom. I think everybody knows it. Gory was someone we were all looking at as maybe MVP candidate here, but at the end of the season where it matters most, Peanut is coming up big. He's playing a lot of Diana right now, which is somewhat predictable, so a bit of a double-edged sword there. But when they have comps they can play around Peanut's Diana, Nongshim look almost flawless. And Dukdom, he's the other person in this equation. You give this guy a Felios, and he is going to tear it up. And this is something that Damwon Kia will not make the mistake that Afrika did in that first round of playoffs.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to what Damwon's answer is going to be. Is it going to be just ban it away, or do they have something sort of in the tank to make sure that Ghost and Beryl are going to be okay in that lane? Because one thing that I've really loved is Ghost's Ashe play. He's been very, very good at it. In that breakdown video, like you were talking about, he was on the Ashe, being able to facilitate so much more. His Aphelios has actually been pretty good in the later half of the season as well. So certainly some options here as far as what Damwon can do to try and mitigate the Dukdom factor, but definitely needs to be brought up because he is so extraordinarily good. And I think certainly